All right. What's up, everyone? This is Des. I gotta stop saying my government on this thing. This is Fearfully Made, and I'm back with another video. You guys probably already know my name, but I'd rather go by my YouTube name, which is Fearfully Made. I'm sorry I'm a little exhausted, but I'm trying to get these videos out so I can go to sleep because it's gonna bother me if I don't do the video, and then I'm not going to be able to get any sleep until I get the video out. Okay? I don't know why, it just works like that. But again, I'm Fearfully Made, and to all my subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing, for commenting, for liking, for sharing this video. I appreciate your support. And if you're new to the channel, again, my name is Fearfully Made, and on this channel, I talk about God's law, statutes, and commandments. We do Bible study, and I also share some of my stories regarding gang stalking and a few other life experiences that I've experienced in hopes that it would encourage you. So if you're interested in joining my YouTube family, feel free to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell if you would like notification of my future uploads. So the other day when I was at work, I had my little earbuds in because honestly, I just can't imagine working without them. Especially when I have to go work for somebody else. It's just like, anyways. And I was just listening to like my spirit. I don't know if I should call him my spiritual, I don't know what he is, but he's something spiritual to me. And I listened to him on YouTube, and I don't want to shout his name out because I don't want to sound like super obsessive or anything like that. But he did this video where he was just like super going in on the Israelites, like God's people. You know what I'm saying? Like the black folks, And he was like, you niggas are ignorant. Like, he's like, you niggas are dumb. Like, And it was just like, wow, maybe he's having a bad day or something, but he was just like basically saying we're our biggest enemy, like we won't get it together, blase skip, right? And it was just kind of like, wow, like why is he, I'm like, maybe he is having a bad day, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe, I don't know. But then after I listened to the sermon, I was like, I'm like, okay, but he's right though. Like some of the stuff that he was saying was right in regards to how, black people, like how we kill ourselves, like in the hood and stuff like that, and how we tear each other down on social media, how like we're like we do it to ourselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even today, like there's like this gathering that I was supposed to go to, and I didn't go to it, but then I got on Facebook and I saw some of the people that were at the gathering kind of just like bashing each other. I'm just like, if I would have went there, I'm pretty sure they would have probably found something to say about me too, because it was just like a bunch of back and forth on social media. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm kind of glad the Most High told me not to go. Because then, yeah. Anyways, so after he did the video, I was like, wow, like he's like super irritated with watching our people do blase skip. And so after him, I listened to another sermon, and it was like a similar message. Like God is just pretty much done. Like he's over it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, whoa, He was like, yeah, God's been holding back his wrath for too long. I'm just like, oh, maybe my spiritual family was right. When he was doing that last video, kind of snapping off. I'm like, all right. And so that was like a little confirmation of that. And then I woke up the next morning, and I asked God in my mind, I said, Most High, like, what do you want me to read? And he said Isaiah 5. I'm like, all right. And so I went to the book of Isaiah chapter 5, and I'm going to read it out loud to you guys so that you guys can hear what it is that I was reading, okay? Okay, so it says, Now will I sing to my well-beloved a song of my beloved touching his vineyard, of God touching his vineyard. Isaiah is talking about God touching his vineyard, which is his Israelites, like the children of Israel. We are the vineyard, right? My well-beloved hath a vineyard in a very fruitful hill, and he fenced it, and gathered out the stones thereof, and planted it with the choicest vine, and built a tower in the midst of it, and also made a winepress therein. Oh, he's talking about us, y'all. And also made a winepress therein, and he looked that it should bring forth grapes. And it brought forth wild grapes. Let me stop here. Okay, so after my brother, I wouldn't call him my brother. He's my spiritual something. I don't know what to put the label. I don't know what label I'm gonna put on it, but he's just very spiritual. After he went off on YouTube or whatever, the second prophet that I listened to, he said that same verse. He said, and he looked to it, and he looked that it should bring forth grapes, and it brought forth wild grapes. And I'm just like, okay, that's kind of like, God speaking there and saying that he's not really excited about what, like he was thinking that he was going to get, anyways, let me keep going because I don't want to confuse you guys. And it says, and now, O inhabitants of Jerusalem and men of Judah, judge, I pray you, betwixt me and my vineyard. What could have been done more to my vineyard that I have not done in it? So he's saying, what could I have done more to you guys? What could I have done more to my children of Israel? Like, what more could I have done? And then he was saying, and then it says, wherefore, when I looked that it should bring forth grapes, brought it forth wild grapes. He's like, I wanted you to bear fruit, but I didn't get what I was looking for. And now I will tell you what I will do to my vineyard. So he's going to tell us what he's going to do to the children of Israel, because he's irritated that he really took his time making us. You know what I'm saying? Like the wine press, our blood, he created a tower. The Most High, like, he really took his time when he was making us. You know what I'm saying? Let me keep going. And now I will tell you what I will do to my vineyard. So he's going to tell us what he's going to do to us, right? It says, I will take away the hedge thereof. The hedge, okay, if you guys don't know that, we all each have a hedge of protection about us, okay? You're not walking around blue-de-doo and nobody's going to touch you because everyone has common sense. No, because there are demonic spirits that dwell around us each and every day they're waiting for God to remove that hedge. They're waiting for God to remove that hedge. They cannot wait until the Most High removes that hedge. Lord, all they want is the yes, the say so that they can attack, because they already know what to do. They've been watching you your whole life. But some people are going to think I'm crazy for saying that because they're still asleep spiritually. And so I'm not really upset with them, because I would have thought I was super nuts too, had not God really just opened my eyes to these things. You know what I'm saying? So if you think I'm crazy, I totally understand, and I'm not upset with you. But when the Most High allows you to see, hit my inbox, we'll talk. And then it says, I will take away the hedge thereof, and it shall be eaten up, and break down the wall thereof, and it shall be trodden down, and I will lay it waste, and it shall not be pruned nor digged, but there shall come up briars and thorns, and I will also command the clouds that they rain no rain upon it. And so God is basically saying He gonna tell the rain to stop. He gonna let everything fall to trash. Like, He's just gonna let you fall all the way apart, and He's not gonna help. You know what I'm saying? Let me keep going. For the vineyard of the Lord of hosts, listen to this. For the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel. We are the vineyard that he's talking about in this passage. He put together a wine press therein. That wine press is our blood. The Most High created us. Anyways, for the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel, and the men of Judah his pleasant plant. And he looked for judgment, but behold, oppression, for righteousness, but behold, a cry. I'm sorry. And he looked for judgment, but behold, oppression. And he looked for righteousness, but behold, a cry. I'm sorry, I kind of messed up that last part there. I should have stopped at that last one, though, because that last little verse that I gave you kind of was a little off topic. But long story short, the Most High, I'm going to go back to verse 4 where it says, what could have been done more to my vineyard that I have not done to it? Like, what more could the Most High have done to us? You know what I'm saying? Like, to make us righteous, you know, to make us like him. We are the righteousness of God. You know what I'm saying? We are capable of bearing much fruit. We've let this world like literally corrupt us. The opinions of people, poverty, you know what I'm saying? Oppression. Like, we literally step on each other's necks just to get to the top. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're so, like, we have to really unlearn everything that we learn in this world and, like, literally reprogram our mind to the mind of Christ. We really do. God is done. He's like, and that's the message. He's tired of us. I know he's tired of me too. He's definitely tired. Man, I know he's tired of some stuff I be doing. Oh Lord, I'm so sorry. But he's tired. Like, he's very tired. He's just like, what more can I do? I've already made you perfect. And he's so patient with us. So I guess our best bet is to really just start repenting, and God wants us to start making some real changes and making some efforts to be righteous. He's tired of us acting out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't keep allowing what other people do to us as an excuse to act out anymore. And I'm saying that because that's my problem. Like, sometimes I'll just like God, the Most High knows I don't really go around just starting stuff with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I won't just like pick a fight. But when someone picks one with me, and like the Most High has been like, you know, trying to teach me to just walk away. But it's just a certain type of person or a certain group of people that I will allow to, you know, get to me. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High has been dealing with me about that too. So I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm perfect. There's like, you know, I still have flaws. Trust me, I definitely still got flaws. You can ask the father of my son. But, you know, long story short, God's really sick of he's been more than patient with us. So it's going to be some people that he's going to remove some hedges around people. And here's what's probably going to happen. This is just a prediction, because I know that when I had my little veil lifting experience and I was seeing the stuff that I was seeing, and God was just like, you know, talking to me heavy, I cried out to him. But what's going to happen is some people are going to have their hedges removed, and they're going to be crying out to God like I was crying out to God. And God will save you. Call upon the name of the Lord and be saved is in the word. So a lot of people are going, some people that don't cry out to God, they going to really be on their own. Like they going to learn real soon that God is really all they got and that's their best bet. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, God's really kind of over his children cutting up and acting fools, so we got to clean it up real soon. Okay, guys, that's pretty much all I have to say. I love you guys. Have a nice night.